What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a brand new video guys. I hope y'all are great. I hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, as you read the title, I'm going to show you a trendline strategy. I'm going to show you how I like to use trend lines when trading Forex. So if you're interested in this topic, make sure to stick till the end to get the most value out of it. But before I start the video guys, make sure you are subscribed to not miss out on future uploads. Feel free to share and like the video. And if you have any questions, please drop them down below. I always make sure to reply to every single one of you. Also, feel free to join my free signal group on Telegram. I send there daily signals and it's totally free. All you have to do is click the link down below in my description to join it. And if you want to learn my strategies or book a one-on-one session with me, you can do that by DMing me privately on Telegram. You will have my Telegram username link down below as well. Okay, so now let's get straight into this strategy. So I know a lot of you might be familiar with trend lines. This is exactly why I decided to make this video, because I got a lot of messages, especially on Telegram, from people asking me, hey man, do you trade trend lines? You ever had a trend line strategy? If you did, please can you make a YouTube video about it? And that's exactly why I made this video. So I know a lot of you are familiar with this method of trading trend lines. In an uptrend, you just have to wait for 2 touches, and then on the 3rd touch you will enter from the trend line with the buy, and you will place the stop loss below the trend line and the take profit to the next high. It sounds very simple, everyone can do this, but to be honest with you, this is not really accurate. I never used this, only in the beginnings when I first started trading, and it wasn't profitable for me, so that's why I decided to stop using it. So if you're here for a simple trend line strategy like this one that's based off only trend lines, then this is not the video for you. I'm going to show you how I like to trade with trend lines and other confluences as well, because I'm never trading trades based off trend lines at all, because as I said, in my opinion, it's not that accurate. Okay, I know you can cherry pick, I know you can have 1 out of 3 entries that play out, but overall for me it wasn't that consistent and I didn't like it. The same goes for the break and retest. I know it sounds very basic, I know a lot of people that promote that stuff. I'm not saying that they claim something wrong. They might make profits with it, it's totally their problem, their strategy. But me personally, I don't like to trade only based off the trend line. It's too easy to be true, in my opinion, and I tried it, and for me it wasn't profitable. That's pretty much the end of the story. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I like to trade using trend lines. Okay, so first things first, I never like to draw only one line. What I like to do is to clone it and make it like a small channel. Okay, like this. This is how I like to draw trend lines. Okay, and actually I'm just going to use this example on how I like to trade using trend lines. Okay, so let's just use the bar replay. Also, for the people that do not have time to trade Forex every single day or still struggle being profitable while trading Forex, but still want to get setups like this, I highly recommend to check out my free signal group on Telegram. The link is down below. This setup was literally sent today. It was a buy limit pending order. All we do is send pending orders, because like this, every single one of you will be able to make profits from the signals, and this one was sent in the VIP. Of course, if you want to upgrade to the VIP, where we do VIP live weekly coaching sessions every single week, you can do that from the free signal group. Okay, enjoy and thank me later. Okay, so we are in an uptrend. Now, if I see this, I see 1 touch, 2 touch, then on the 3rd touch, I know a lot of people will be, oh, I'm gonna enter a buy here, it looks so simple, I'm gonna make so many profits, and check what happened. The price literally dropped below it, and now I'm gonna show you exactly how I'm gonna treat this break, how I'm gonna look for sells on a smaller time frame. So if I see this on the H4, I see a trend line break, price is moving upwards, but then I see a trend line break, then okay, we might move to the downside. We might. Okay, I'm not entering a sell here. I know you might have saw a lot of videos where people say, okay, when you see a trend line break, you immediately enter the sell. No, I'm using a lot more confluences to it. So what I do after this is I go on the H1, and on the H1 I wait for a bearish structure to form. So what does that mean? I wait for pretty much this to happen. Lower high, lower low, and then I wait for retracement on the H1, and then I enter for a sell if I get the bearish candlestick pattern that I need. Okay, so for this situation right here, I have the lower high. All I want to see now is a lower low being created, a retracement, and then enter a sell of that retracement. Okay, so let's see if we get it here. This is recent price action. I just picked this example because I saw it drop below the trend line and then it continued to move downwards. So let's see if we actually get the setup on the H1, the ones that we want. And as you can see, 15th of August, it's pretty recent, okay, considering that we trade the H4 with trend lines. So let's see if I get the structure that I want. Let's see, I want to see this low go. I want the price to break this low to create a lower low, and we have the lower low. Perfect. So now that we have the lower low, this is the lower high, this is the lower low. All I want to see now is a retracement to my fib levels. It can be the 61.8, the 76.4, even above it. As long as I don't break this 100 level, I'm okay. I'm still considering the setup. But now the third step is I want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form for me to be like, okay, I'm entering this sell order. So let's wait for it. We could consider this, but it's not really a engulfing, so let's wait for another one. As you can see, we got back up, so no entry yet. No entry yet. Boom. This is our entry. Okay, this big bearish candle is our entry. So we will enter the sell right here. The stop loss, I usually place it above the 100, but if you want to be more aggressive and aim for a bigger risk to reward, you can place it above the previous high or the previous low if it's a buy. And now for the target, now this is totally up to you. If you want to be more aggressive, you can aim for these lows right here. If you want to be more conservative, only for these ones, but for this video I'm just gonna aim for these ones right here and see if if we get it done. Okay, let's see what happens. Play the market again, and if I wanted to stack some more entries, I can see that we formed some new structure. We formed a new lower high here, a new lower low here, so I could have drawn another fib from the most recent lower low to the most recent lower high, sorry, to the most recent lower low. And then I would do the exact same thing. I would wait for a retracement. It didn't give me a engulfing or a candlestick pattern yet, so I'm still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Oh, doji. That's my signal. So doji is a very powerful candlestick pattern. I would most likely enter it. And I can be aggressive, okay? I'm gonna be aggressive as I did with the first entry. I'm gonna place it right above the previous candle and the previous high, sorry. And I'm gonna use the same target, which will give me a 1 to 15 R, which is great. Okay, so if these two go into profit, then to be honest, I can be done for the month if I'm being honest. Okay, so let's just play the market. As you can see, it respected. I mean, you could have had a third entry as well. It created a new lower low, a lower high, and then you could have got in here. But let's just stick with these two. And as you can see, let's see if we have the take profit. Yep, take profits being smashed. So a 15R and a 3R, okay? In total, 18R caught in one single setup. And this is exactly how I like to use trend lines when trading Forex. And this is exactly the strategy I was using. This is kind of a swing / day trading strategy because I check the structure on the H4 with the trend line, and then when I see a break, I go on the H1 and look for structure. Okay, so these are the steps. First things first, let's just recap. First things first, on the H4 time frame, I check the market structure. I check to see where I can place the trend line, and then all I wait for is a retest or a break. Okay, so for this example, we got a break. After I see the break happening, I go on the H1 and I look for bearish structure forming, which means a lower high, a lower low, and then I enter off the retracement, and that's pretty much it. Using the fib levels as retracement levels, I wait for the candlestick confirmation and then I get in. But let's say instead of a break, we would have got a retest. So let's say price would have came here, and then from here it would have rejected to the upside on the H4. If I saw it rejecting on the H4 to the upside, I would have done the exact same thing. I would have come to the H1, and instead of a bearish structure, I would have waited for a bullish structure on the H1 to form, which is a higher low and the higher high. Before I continue with the video, guys, if you are looking for a broker to trade Forex with, indices or crypto, I highly recommend Trader. You can sign up with them by clicking the link down in my video description. This is the broker that I am currently using. I had no issues with it. They offer spreads as low as 0 pips. They have different account types, leverage up to 500, and their customer support is amazing. They have credit card withdrawals and deposits. Everything is very professional about them, so that's why I highly recommend you guys to check them out. Okay, so link is down below. Feel free to sign up with Trader. And then I would have entered a buy of the retracement using candlestick patterns. Okay, so these are the steps, and I would have entered a buy right here if I would have saw a setup, stops accordingly, and take profit to whatever the target will be. Okay, so these are literally the steps I used in order to trade using trend lines. It's not only trend lines again. As you can see, it's a mix, but this is the only way I was trading trend lines. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? And it worked. It worked. Combined with all these confluences, as you can see, like this is literally recent price action. Okay, it was from like 2 weeks ago. Okay, on the H4. If you get like 1-2 setups like this in a month, then it's all good. And this is only on one pair. You can use it on more pairs if you want to. Okay, so yeah, these are pretty much the steps. Firstly, market structure on H4 and trend line, then wait on the H4 for a trend line break or a trend line retest, and then go on the H1, watch for the market structure that's needed to form. If it's a break, you look for if it's a breakdown like this situation here, you wait for a bearish market structure to form, and then you enter off the retracement. And if it's a rejection to the upside, you wait for a bullish market structure to form. Okay, it's that simple. And after that, you enter accordingly using proper risk management. And yeah, just make sure to backtest it. Go ahead and backtest it. Use the bar replay mode if you have it. If not, just open a demo account and start testing it. And yeah, this is pretty much it. This is exactly how I like to trade using trend lines. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please drop me a like. If you have questions, please drop them down below. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.